Is PSA scamming their customers? Or am I just the unluckiest person in the entire hobby? Because listen, I recently sent in a stack of Pikachu McDonald promos, and I could have sworn all these were perfect mint condition. Now, I know that they're all not going to come back 10s, or most of the time they don't always come back 10s, but I could have sworn at worst these were going to be 9s. Little did I know, 7, 7, 5, 9, 6. What happened? Where did it all go wrong? And that's the part that frustrates me the most. They give you no explanation, no transparency, no notes, no reasoning, just a number on a slab. That's it. And this is where it gets interesting, guys, because this Pikachu has over 130,000 PSA 10s in circulation. It is one of the most mass graded high 10 rate cards ever, which made me wonder, did I just get insanely unlucky, or did they try to pop control me because the PSA 10 rate was already so high? Look, I'm not saying PSA is scamming me, but when a card comes back a 6 or a 7 with absolutely no explanation, it does raise the question, like, what is going on here? So today I'm doing something a little different. I want to submit these cards to a grading company that can actually tell me why it got the grade it got. Something with real transparency, something that can prove that maybe PSA missed the mark and maybe they're just not as thorough as they claim to be. Or it shows that PSA was actually justified in giving the grade that this card got, and the real problem is the lack of transparency that destroys our confidence as collectors. I want to be very transparent that this isn't a sponsor, this isn't an ad. The only reason I am doing this is simply because they offered to do it for free. Grading is expensive. I already spent $100 or $150 or so grading these cards, and they all came back duds for whatever reason. And all I really want to know is why they came back the grade that they did. So they have exactly what I need. They have a full analysis and detailed reasoning behind the grade. So that's what we're looking for, and that's what we're going to do. So today, guys, we're going to be cracking open these PSA slabs. We're going to be sending them in, and we're going to find out the truth. Is PSA scamming their customers, or did they actually get it right? Let's find out. All right, I'm by no means a pro at this, guys, so take everything that you're about to see with an absolute grain of salt. I've done this a couple times, pretty good. I've had some that were pretty bad, but pretty much how I like to do this is I do have to concentrate too. I like to cut the corner right here, get some like wire cutters. Okay, that was pretty good. Make sure it doesn't go flying everywhere. And eventually, I do like to get one of these in there, like that, like that, like that. And then you turn, hopefully without damaging the card. If this is not the right way to do it, guys, I'm so sorry. I just don't know any other way, you know? There might be a better way, but I don't know. I might speed through a lot of this. I think that should work. And bam. And we're going to actually see if there's actually anything wrong with this card. So I did have a PSA 5 that I had all my friends look over, and we actually found that there was a dent on one of them. So that, you know, that one I'm just not doing. But we did have a bunch that looked pretty flawless. I see a little something up here. Maybe that could be it. But it doesn't look that crazy. Again, this was the PSA 5, guys. So this is a PSA 5. So there has to be something entirely wrong with this card. Something that we can't say. So we're going to sleeve this up real quick with the kit they sent me. 1 second. They do send the cards, the sleeves with the little tops on them so they can just pull it out. So just like that. And just like you would submit to PSA or any company, guys. It's pretty easy. Don't fall on the ground. I'm probably going to speed through most of this, but I wanted to do one just to show you that this is pretty much the condition and quality of these cards, which is pretty good. Now, like, is it a 10? Maybe not. I don't know, but I definitely don't think that it warranted a 5, but maybe we'll see. Maybe there will be something that we don't see with this. Wow, these are sticky. 1 sec. Okay, good. Sorry. Like, I just want to concentrate and make sure I don't damage the card and it ruins the video. Because, like, I could easily just, like, mid-video. So, yeah. This is essentially what all the cards look like. This is a PSA 5. I, by no means, think that you could look at this from the human eye and say, oh, this is a PSA 5. So, I mean, we'll see. I'm very, very curious to see how these come out. And I'm just going to speed through the rest of this for you guys. All right, this was the PSA 9. This is actually one of the ones I thought wasn't going to do well because it was a little off center. It was more right heavy on this one. So the reason, guys, I'm not going to be labeling them is because I don't want them to, I guess, give a dishonest grade. So like if I told them this was a 9, I don't want them to give it a 10 just to like get like favorable points with me. And I think that would ruin the integrity of the video. So we're not doing that. We're going to have to go in blind and then kind of just guess which one's which. All right, guys. So we have all our McDonald's Pikachus, all in top loaders, all ready to go to degree grading. I'll see you guys in a month, and we're going to see what the grades are. What's going to get me through these 30 days, guys, is my actual sponsor, G Fuel Energy. If you guys don't know what G Fuel Energy is, it's a sugar-free energy drink and one of the best tasting ones on the market. They recently just came out with their 2.0 formula, which has absolutely no chalkiness like the old formula. So if you guys want to pick up some G Fuel, use code PRICE to get 20% off, and I'll blow you a kiss. All right, guys, it is January 28th. I received this a couple weeks ago, but unfortunately I was in Japan. Well, not unfortunately, I had an amazing time, but they did send this. I would say it took around 40 days, whatever. And we're gonna see what's inside. So let's crack this bad boy open. Let's see what, I'm really curious to see what grades we got and how they do this. I wanted to do it with Tag. I reached out to them, but they never got back to me. That's who I initially wanted to do it with. So I hope this is like, I guess, like a reliable enough, like a reliable enough company to where they are going to get it right, or at least attempt to get it right. Yeah, so let's see. All right, so we have that. They gave us our little top loaders back, sleeve savers, whatever you want to call them. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see this. It's like a little like cube. So I guess we just open this bad boy. It's a pretty cool presentation, not gonna lie. Honestly, I mean, like you could probably put in this much effort as a smaller company. Like a company like PSA could never. So my expectations are kind of aligned with that. But it's cool nonetheless to see a smaller company do this. See, how do I just take it all out like this? Okay. All right, right off the bat, we have a 10. So one of them 10. This could have possibly been the 9. So let's go. Hard to like get out. What the heck? Oh my god, they're like stuck in here. Ah, there we go. Another 10. What the hell? Wait, guys, could you imagine these are all 10s? How crazy that would be. Oh my god, another 10. Wait a minute, bro. Wait a gosh darn minute. Another 10. Bro, wait, this is actually bad for the video if they all come back 10s, because then they kind of look biased towards like giving me like all 10s to make me want to use the product again. So, and another 10. Dude, what the heck? Okay, so not ideally what I wanted. Like, did I think that a majority of them should have been 10s? Absolutely. I absolutely believe a majority of these should have been 10s from the get-go from PSA. Ah, man, that's crazy to see, man. Let's see what they said. Pretty cool. Johnny, blah, 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 blah. They did say they were really harsh with their grading, but I mean, like, anyone can say anything, right? So, whoa, you've got a handful of stars. All 5 of your 2025 Pokemon Japanese Mega Promo Pikachu scored a degree 10. No dings or scratches, just pure Pikachu perfection. Keep it up, champ. Your Pokemon cards are already shining with that degree 10 grade. Even better chance at perfection. Keep an eye out for centering, borders, blah, blah, blah. And there are no notes whatsoever on any of these at all. Well, that could only mean one of two things, guys. Now we've entered like a new wormhole. Either this company was pandering towards me, or PSA is just scamming us. Oh my god. To be fair, I mean, like, and this is my opinion. You guys can let me know down below in the comments what you guys think. Just from watching back that video, like a month or so later, I looked at those cards. I was like, damn, they look pretty freaking good. And at worst, I think maybe a 9. I didn't expect all 10s. Actually, when I sent them off, I expected all of them to get at least a 9 or a 10. So I kind of did expect that. But I don't see why this company would throw their reputation for a couple Pikachus. So let's open this real quick. It's actually really nice, by the way. I actually don't mind these slabs. They're nice. But yeah, I really don't know what to think of this, guys. Damn, man, that's so disappointing to like see from PSA, because PSA is the one company that I use more than anyone, and this makes them really hard to trust. I'm leaning towards the PSA got overworked or was pop controlling, which kind of sucks, but I don't know. If they were 5s and 6s, right? Let's just say hypothetically they were. Let's just say a 5 or a 6 more times than not has like detailed damage to it, where like a dent or like a scratch or something like that. I feel like this company would have seen that. If they're gonna take 30-40 days to grade these cards, and they're willing to put together this little packaging and all this, I'd assume they'd take their time with the cards, even if it was like a little bit, to see what was wrong with them, if there was anything wrong with them. And like just looking at them now, like all really clean, guys. And I'll let you take a look at it too. Yeah, I mean, I just don't see anything wrong with these. I just don't see anything wrong with these whatsoever. Centering looks good on most of them. I don't know. It almost makes me want to send this into like CGC or another company. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for me. What do you guys think of all this? I know I've asked that like a million times. I'm just stunned. I didn't expect them all to come back 10s. That's absolutely crazy. Degree Gem Mint 10s. I mean, cool company. I probably won't use them again. I probably wouldn't pay for this, if you want me to be 100% honest. I did it simply just because it was free. Grade with whoever you think is the best. I personally wanted to grade with Tag. Couldn't get in contact with Tag. It is what it is. Maybe I will redo this video or redo these again, crack these again, and send them to another company just so I can get an idea of what their grading system is and if this is actually legit. That's all I got, guys. Take care. Let me know what you think. Have you had similar experiences with PSA? Let me know, and I'll see you on the next one.